So I know I'm not the only one who is concerned about the future of NBA Live. And there are people in the community who feel the exact same way that I feel. We don't know when NBA Live is coming out. We don't know if it's coming out this year, next year, or if it's being worked on at all to even come out, period. So if you had to ask me, Remy, what do you think NBA Live is doing, or when do you think NBA Live is coming out? Y'all know I'll keep it 100% real on this channel. If I had to make an educated guess, I would lean more towards either next year or the year after that when NBA Live is going to come out. And I would say we'll hear more information about the game probably later on this year about, you know, a trailer and demos and stuff like that. But in my personal opinion, I feel like NBA Live should not come out this year, and I'm going to explain why. So the idea that EA have, right, they want to make NBA Live a next-gen exclusive game. That was their whole plan. The whole plan of canceling NBA Live 20 in the first place, it was to focus on next gen. Problem is though, a lot of people still don't have the access to the next gen as we may think. Now it could just be me, but I feel like a lot of people don't have a next gen console and they are struggling to get a next gen console. And with all these bots and price gougers, it's not making it any easier on them to even try to get a next gen console. Now unless you're trying to spend $1,000 on a PS5, then go ahead, you feel me? But a lot of people are not that fortunate to do so, especially if you're trying to make a game that is next gen exclusive. So we can argue the same thing about Madden, we can argue the same thing about FIFA. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost 90% sure that both of those games are released on current gen and next gen. So what do I think EA should do in terms of NBA Live? Well, you have a few options here, right? So let's say if EA want to release NBA Live this year and they feel like now is a good time to release the game. Mind you, next gen console's only been out for like what, 5 months now. So say if they wanted to release a next gen game this year, I'm gonna go on a limb and say if you're gonna do that, put it on both the gens. Don't just limit yourself by just putting it exclusively on next gen. No, because if y'all crying about sales, then you're gonna be hurting your sales now, right? No game is doing that. No game has a next gen exclusive game right now. Every game is on both current gen and next gen, right? So if you're gonna go out on a limb and try to release a game like that this year, put it on both gens, right? So you still have that support for the current gen and you still have the support for next gen. But I just don't agree with them wanting to release a next gen title exclusively this year, especially when most people are looking to trying to get that next gen consoles 2 years or 3 years after it came out. Understandably, these consoles are still very young. Even a year is still young. I mean, granted, a lot of games are going to come out within a year, but you're not really going to see heavy-hitting games until about the second year of these consoles being out. So if EA wants to release NBA Live on next gen, you have a few variables to think about. One, how many people have next gen versus how many people don't have next gen. As I said before, a lot of people don't have that access right now, and they probably won't have that access until sometime next year, maybe even this year. But I'm gonna say probably towards the end, because you know you have birthdays and Christmas and stuff like that, so more people would have a next gen console mostly probably at the end of this year, if anything. And 3, is it worth it putting it on next gen exclusively right now? And in my opinion, I don't think it is. I don't think it's worth you going out on a limb and you're just exclusively dropping it on next gen right now at this current time where, you know, like I said, these consoles are very restrictive. It's not like how it was going from PS3 to PS4, where if you wanted a PS4, you could get a PS4, no problem. There was no price gougers. There was none of that going on. But you know, obviously because of quarantine and people don't really have jobs like that and are losing jobs, these consoles are very restrictive. So is it really worth putting it on next gen right now? Honestly speaking, with NBA Live 19 catching back up in some heat, I would just hold off. That would be my best plan for EA. I would just hold off. We're not hurting right now, bro. NBA Live 19 is doing fantastic right now. We're not hurting for any new game. I mean, a new game right now would be fantastic, but we're not hurting. You know, I would hate to say it, but you know, I guess 2K players are helping more people bring NBA Live some steam, and of course the core fans of NBA Live are coming back and playing the game. So we have leagues popping off now, and you know, we just have all of these things going on in NBA Live. So right now we're good, but I'm not gonna ramble on any longer. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave down in the comments section what you guys think about the possibility of NBA Live coming out this year or next year or the year after that. And you know, it's your boy Remy. Love you guys. Make sure you hit that like button, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you click that bell so you don't miss on any uploads that I do in the future. And I'm gonna catch y'all boys and girls later. Peace.